You're watching Force 13 Live. This is Force 13 Live. My name's Nathan Foy, and as always, we're joined by the Skype team, and we're talking about, of course, the main feature of the evening, Hurricane Joaquin. Everyone say hello.
Hi, people.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
Yeah, hi. How is everyone this evening?
Not bad.
I am
Very good, thank you.
poor. How are you?
Excellent.
You're poor, you say?
Yes, I am very poor.
Oh dear. Marcel?
I am crap out of money.
Oh dear.
I brought my skill.
You did what?
I brought my skill. Bro, I
Broke.
got a grade.
Okay. Caesar joining joining us from Mexico. How are you doing?
Very, very fine, but melting here.
Melting. How warm is
Yeah.
it over there today?
36 degrees
Good Lord.
Celsius.
Good Lord. We're also joined by, who's next on my list? Devon, we already sort of saw you. Craig is there. I think he's being silent, unless he wants to prove me wrong with that.
I will be remaining silent.
Oh, Craig is here, but he's trying to be silent. Hi. Justin, hello.
Hi.
Hi. And last but not least, David, who is new on our team this evening. Hi, David.
Hi to the team and hi to the viewers.
You can introduce yourself if you wish, or we can get straight onto it.
I think we get straight on it.
All right, let's do just that. Devon, is that Devon? No, it's Craig. You're not showing us that much in particular on there, are you, that screen share? Oh, yes, you are. There's the current floater imagery on Hurricane Joaquin, which is moving sort of towards southwest at the moment, towards the Bahamas. Certainly those on the Bahamian Islands should be concerned about this storm, especially in the central part, because, I don't know, guys, do you think this could well make a landfall there now?
Possibility it's going to be a very close approach no matter what.
It's gotten twice as close in the last 7 hours.
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely meandering towards the Bahamas.
Yeah.
I hope it don't pull a Sandy.
Yes, we hope it doesn't pull a Sandy. Let's take a look at the latest forecast track from the National Hurricane Center. You can see it on my screen right now.
I'm sorry, Nathan. Did I take your place?
Channel Hurricane
No,
Sandy.
I'm showing it on a separate thing on here.
You can also see it on my screen.
Ah, yes, it's loading at the moment on yours. But you can see the storm expected to become a major
Yes. Can
hurricane.
somebody put up the Sorry, if you are loading up the forecast track on your screen, can somebody put the satellite imagery back up on theirs?
Well, I've already got satellite imagery too. There's the latest satellite image on the storm, by the way. A little close-up there, showing the storm progressing towards the Bahamas. On this imagery in particular, you can see the worst parts of the storm just about reaching those southernmost islands. I'm not entirely sure on the names of those. I didn't really have time to look it up. But those southern ones where we have tropical storm warnings, they're actually receiving the darkest areas of the storm there, remarkably. The wettest parts, perhaps. At least at this time.
Yes, there's
though.
also convective bands.
Yeah, there is
Go
that
ahead, Nick.
band swinging round to the north of the storm there that might actually strike the central part of the Bahamas very soon too. But the strongest part of Joaquin remains in the east, doesn't it?
I was thinking about the band that was stretching across Cuba and into Haiti to the most concerning band right now.
Oh yes, there is that down there. Yes.
The right side of this storm has been the strongest for quite a while. And it's not just due to northwesterly wind shear, but there's also a lot of dry air around the system that it has to deal with. So the north and west is getting really suppressed right now. If this dry air wasn't there and this shear wasn't there, this storm would have easily blown up to be an Andrew-type system here, just not moving towards Florida, but just a system of Andrew size and strength.
And Devon, I want your opinion here first and foremost, because you live there. What do you think is going to be the eventual outcome for the United States?
Well, right now it's way too far out to give a definitive answer. I wish I had a better answer than that, and trust me, I really wish I do, but the ECMWF and all of its ensemble members are taking the storm out towards Bermuda and not doing anything at all. Meanwhile, the GFS and its ensemble members are taking it in towards Virginia, North Carolina, Delmarva.
Yeah.
And then there's some middle wires in between the two. So the forecast error, especially past 72 hours, is huge. There is very low confidence in this forecast track, very similar to Hurricane Erica of earlier this year.
That forecast track we still can't see, by the way, unfortunately.
I thought you said you were bringing it up.
Well, yes, I have it here too, but you said you wanted someone on satellite, but you can see it there. People saw it a few minutes ago anyway, but if we take it apart into more detail there, you can see the NHC predicting it to become a major hurricane 2 days from now, on the afternoon of Friday.
I would
go on.
I would be fairly confident in the NHC's forecast out to 48 hours. Right now I'm saying that the outflow is very impressive out of the system. It's battled a lot. It's battled 15, 20, sometimes even up to 25 knots of wind shear here to strengthen into a hurricane. It's got all this dry air containment. Honestly, it is in a very hostile environment for tropical cyclone development. But it's just like Danny earlier this year, it's just ignored every last bit of it and it's developed here into a hurricane and potentially more. So the NHC's forecast here up to 48 hours, I would be fairly confident in. But anything past that, it could go off towards Bermuda. It could go off, hit North Carolina, South Carolina. We could see it right up the East Coast and potentially perform a repeat of Bob.
And I know I saw one or two of the models earlier, including the GFS, which said that Joaquin would make landfall in North Carolina, execute a loop, and then move up and ride the coast then as well, and possibly stall New Jersey, New York area.
Well, here's the thing. The steering currents are very complicated. It's completely dependent on 5 different weather systems right now. Because you have a huge trough current. And you know what, actually, let me just... Okay. My computer wants to be a filthy bugger at the moment, so please bear with me. If my screen share does not load, I am very sorry.
If you do, I do.
What was that? Oh dear.
So tell me when you're able to see my. Tell me when you're able to see my screen.
We're not able to see anything at the moment, Devon. I have a sneaky suspicion it might be something to do with your connection, because that is also not of the best at the moment.
Oh,
I saw that Craig was screen sharing the wind shear map just a moment ago that we didn't see.
oh, screen share just got took off mine again.
It was never on yours.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
just
think.
gonna produce this graphic and then you can like post it on the streaming site or whatever.
Yeah, sure. Any questions for us, by the way, people watching the video right now, we'll take them, of course. And actually, there is one question from Martinez Devon. Which past storm, or to anyone, which past storm do you compare Joaquin with, apart from Sandy, he says?
Oh, honestly, the steering currents around this system look ominously like Hurricane Hazel 61 years ago.
And I mean, I'm sure you're well read up on Hazel. What exactly did it do?
Hazel basically executed the same BS that Hugo did back in 1989, where it rapidly intensified in the Gulf Stream, became a Category 4 hurricane, but then basically rode up between a trough and a ridge, which is what's looking like is going to set up for Joaquin here. Basically rode right up between a trough and a ridge and actually ended up maintaining hurricane strength all the way into Ontario.
Remarkable.
And still the only tropical system to this point to create hurricane force winds in the province of Ontario.
Yeah.
Joaquin's not going to be as strong as Hazel. Hazel, of course, occurring during one of the largest La Nina events in recorded history.
And it's not going to penetrate that far inland either, of course.
Yeah, Hazel, one of the strongest La Ninas ever recorded, and now we're in the strongest El Nino ever recorded. So the exact opposite conditions of what Hazel was in. But the maximum potential energy is there, so there's plenty of energy for this storm to use. I think the MPI values are sub 900 millibars, and you just don't see that with Atlantic storms.
Hello.
Excellent. Hello, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel. And we have another question now for Michael Whiteaway.
Michael?
What do you think of
And it
chances
says,
of
what do you
Joaquin?
think are the chances of Joaquin hitting central New Jersey directly?
It is too far in advance to tell. That is the best answer I can give you.
New Jersey. Oh dear. You gotta think it's around 30% at least.
I wouldn't even say that. I'd say that there's an equal shot of it hitting New Jersey, producing a direct hit in New Jersey, as there is producing a direct hit in Wilmington or a direct hit on Rhode Island. Like, if there's
20%.
the forecast, I cannot stress enough that the forecast uncertainty here is huge, and I really wish that the National Hurricane Center would expand their cone to match the certainty in the forecast.
They have strict codes, really, don't they? With how wide their cones end up being.
Yes.
And you do wonder whether it might be one farce after another with these East Coast storms. And you remember with Sandy, when weren't there a lot of people complaining that because it was turning post-tropical or whatever it was doing, they expected it to turn post-tropical. There weren't hurricane warnings in effect, were there?
No, there weren't. No, there were definitely hurricane warnings in effect. They just discontinued them after the storm turned post-tropical.
And that was before landfall, but of course Sandy caused a hell of a lot of damage. Now, Devon, obviously a lot of people will be comparing this to Sandy. Can you tell us how it compares, or how badly it compares to Sandy, quite possibly?
Well, I think the biggest comparison right now that you can take the two is the size of the two systems. And Hurricane Sandy, at its point that it would have been right now was at least double the size of Hurricane Joaquin than it is now. At least double the size.
Yeah.
If not, potentially maybe even up to triple the size of it. And then the storm grew even further as it moved up the east coast of the United States and then cutting back. Now, obviously, the storm's going to grow once it starts entraining colder air and it starts entraining colder air and starts getting baroclinic processes into this.
Okay. I must welcome Lee to the show as well. Lee, hello.
Hello there, Nathan.
Hello. How's Scotland today?
It was a very nice day.
Is it?
Good sunshine, yeah.
Do you have any opinions on Joaquin right now?
At the moment, I think it's going to be a 2 very soon. But I don't think it'll be a Sandy though.
You don't think it'll be a Sandy? No, I don't
No.
think anyone who's in the know really thinks it's going to be a Sandy.
But I think it will impact East Coast. But
Yeah.
Everyone's been asking me, what's the threat of this hitting New Jersey? What's the threat of this hitting New York? And I think, everybody should just deboard the hype train, wait another 24, 36 hours. I think we should have a better idea of what's going to happen Thursday night, Friday morning, where we know when the... okay.
And Devon, what
I just lost my train of thought because Craig sent a message over Skype and I forgot what I was talking about.
Well, I've got another question for you, Devon. What are the chances that that Joaquin here will just not do anything that it's forecasted to do and weaken?
There's also that possibility too, because hell, you've got that little tiny slit of low wind shear. Everywhere else north of 30, north of the 30th parallel, is over 50 knots of wind shear.
Yeah. Well,
if it goes into any part of that, it's going to get torn apart within 24 hours.
Well, we'll take a look at the wind shear maps very shortly as well. If anyone could get it up on a screen share, that'd be very useful to me personally. I know Devon would be trying to, but it seems that nothing's working.
No, my screen share is just not responding.
Yeah.
I sent the graphic that I created over Skype.
Someone's showing it. Who's that?
That's probably Craig.
It is.
Please show us the Atlantic.
North Atlantic.
Of course, not the South Atlantic. So yeah, if you have any questions about Joaquin or anything else around the world, just ask,
Okay.
of course. There's the wind shear map. Devon, you seen that?
Yes, I am seeing the wind shear map. And
Ahead of it.
the areas of high wind shear. I like the wind shear map because it really tells you where the... Sorry about that. It really tells you where the jet stream is. And the jet stream basically controls where the low and the high pressures are in the troposphere, which is the upper layer of the weather-affecting atmosphere. So we're taking a look at this, and you can see there's this huge dip in the reds and yellows over the center of the United States, and then a huge ridge going directly over New England, and then centering with some tilt on it, kind of over Maine there, and then dipping back down to the east of Joaquin. And then there's also possibly Kate that could be forming. Kate, Ida, or whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
I'm going to call it garbage for right now because we really don't know what strength Kate is going to be either.
Yeah.
If Kate ends up forming and becomes a significant system, the two would definitely be close enough to undergo a Fujiwara effect.
Yeah.
And that would almost certainly create, like what you said with the GFS, the looping around effect that it would have in North Carolina.
Yeah, of course.
And I'll tell you what, a storm that ends up sitting and looping around in North Carolina, especially right now, most of the places in New England, at least I know, just got soaked by this low pressure. It just came through. And I know places that got over 3 inches of rainfall. Now, here at Williamsport, we didn't really get a lot of rain. We got maybe an inch or so. I don't think we really got that much, unless it really poured while I was sleeping here 2 days in a row.
If anyone
It
knows
really did not rain hard at all. So I would say we got about an inch from it the past 2 days.
if anyone knows about what the word be for it, flooding and drought.
Yes.
Those conditions
I do know that most of
South
the eastern United States and especially Florida are in a drought. Not necessarily a severe one like in California per se, but we're definitely below average in rainfall. We can say that. And then this storm comes through, and now we have Joaquin and whatever Kate's going to do. We don't know if Kate's going to just turn off, or you think Kate is going to form, if it's going to park over the eastern United States with Joaquin and do a freaking Typhoon Malor Parma.
Oh my god. I've got some more questions here as well. Anna Val, I think it is. What about Long Island? Will it destroy Long Island? I don't think it will destroy Long Island. But it might come to visit.
I don't think that this storm's going to particularly destroy anything. Like the last time that we actually saw mainland North Carolina landfall, anything, you would have had to go all the way back to 2003.
Yeah.
It's Delmarva, even before that, go all the way back to 1992. Obviously, New Jersey and New York, they've been affected recently by Edward, Hannah,
Yeah. Well, Devon,
Irene.
Devon, tell me one thing. Do you think that Florida's in the clear, for instance?
If it depends on how
Are there
long
any
this
places
storm.
we can rule out right now?
It actually, to be honest, as far as Florida is concerned, it depends on how long this storm meanders around the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Because if it actually sits and putt-putts around too long in the Bahamas, this ridge could actually end up just passing it completely to the north and induce a westward steering current into Florida. Now, the likelihood of that happening is not very big, but there's still a possibility of that happening too. The chaos in our atmosphere, we just don't understand it.
Who's able to... Devon, are you able to see the satellite imagery, or anyone right now?
Yes.
Josh Frank wants to know whether it's a pinhole eye in the last image of Joaquin. Don't think so.
More than likely not. The eye imagery that you have been seeing on the unenhanced infrared imagery, and probably even the shortwave too, really has not been showing up on any of the other infrared imageries. Like on BD curve, the eye has not shown up at all in any part of today. So the visible imagery and the unenhanced infrared imagery, shortwave or whatever it's called, has been picking up the center of circulation. I can say that the 89 gigahertz microwave imagery has been picking up the center of circulation, and actually 10 hours ago had a defined red ring around the eye of the system, which typically you only see that in major hurricanes.
Blimey. Okay, let me reiterate what the warnings are right now. You can see them here. There are hurricane warnings in effect for the central and northern Bahamas, not including the large island on the left. Is it Andros Island, that one? I'm not sure, but the big one. Tropical storm warnings in effect for the southernmost Bahamas as well, not far from the Turks and Caicos Islands. So obviously the hurricane just northeast of that, probably where the text is, or maybe slightly south of that, is where the centre of the storm is, and its influence is affecting the whole area really. I expect that warnings won't be issued for the United States for some time unless we see something markedly different from the storm.
I actually disagree. We're probably going to see hurricane watches in effect probably as early as Thursday. tomorrow.
Oh, right. Okay. But certainly not immediately, anyway. Not overnight.
We could be seeing. Okay, so let me just go over what the NHC has here with the discussion, and I know that this gets into some technical jargon, so I'm going to try to simplify this as much as possible. Basically, the experts of the NHC, they're saying that there's been little change in organization of Joaquin during the past several hours. I think we're all in agreement of that.
Yeah.
The cloud tops haven't really gotten any colder, and the eye has not become better defined. Satellite estimates currently put the storm at 85 miles an hour, so they're keeping the storm at 85 miles an hour.
Of course.
The current movement is 8 miles per hour. I believe that direction vector is to the southwest.
It is.
So it's moving to the southwest at 8 miles an hour. There's a ridge over Canada right now that is causing this very slow motion, is expected to weaken, basically go away in 24 to 48 hours. And when that trough weakens, it's basically going to open up this small chamber that will allow this storm to shoot up the coast. Very similar to what you saw with Hazel, or dare I say the 1938 hurricane.
Yeah.
Very similar setup here. The ridge is
Hello?
expected to break down as a strong, deep layer trough, which basically means a strong area of low pressure that's non-tropical is expected to develop over the southeast United States. Thus, a generally southwestward motion is expected for the next 36 hours or so next day and a half, and then it's supposed to start curving northward.
Devon, can we get on to some more questions for a moment?
Yes.
Josh says, in my mind, I think Joaquin is a major in disguise as a Cat 1 with a pressure of 967 but only having 85 mile an hour winds.
Well, I would definitely agree with you. A 967 millibar system would suggest that the wind field is at least twice as large as it is now. Like 967 millibar Category 1 suggests like a Sandy-sized system. Well, probably not that big, but maybe an Irene-sized system. Maybe even a better comparison would be a Chan-Hom type. Chan-Hom size system. That's probably the best comparison, but it's clearly smaller.
Klein says, will storm surge be a problem in Florida?
I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I'm going to say that it will cause rough surf. Coastal flooding is always an account for these types of storms. As far as significant storm surge heights, I wouldn't expect them to be that high. I wouldn't expect them to be significant at all.
Yep.
The places that I would be worried most about storm surge from this, and this is assuming a track that goes right down the center of the cone, that's probably not going to happen and almost never does. I would be most concerned about storm surge in the Chesapeake and Delaware bays at the moment.
All right. Was that you, Lee?
It's alright.
Okay. Let me just tell everyone what else we've got going on around the world, and then we'll open it up to everyone on the team here to say whatever they want. So you can see Invest 90L. That could well become whatever it's going to be named. We don't know quite whether it's going to be Ida or Kate, because apparently Ida was absorbed, so it could become Kate. I don't know yet. No one does, apart from the NAC. So there's 90L. That has an 80% chance in the next 5 days. That is worth watching too. Tropical depression Marty is still going, just about. Only a tropical depression with winds of 30 miles an hour. Peter's a Category 1 hurricane. Invest 94E. Some of the models are predicting a hurricane coming out of that one too. Probably out to sea. Invest 99W in the Western Pacific. Pretty much all the models predict a significant typhoon coming out of that one, so we'll be watching that one, though it will probably curve out to sea. Invest 90W is approaching the Philippines, and that has a good chance of forming now very soon. Could be a tropical storm landfall in Luzon in the Philippines there, and one or two models predicting a Category 2 landfall in China, just north of Hainan Island. Apart from that, 90S is still alive, apparently. I don't think that's going to do anything, but that is something to watch in the Indian Ocean for our friends in Mauritius, such as Jean, who was on
Michelle Chung.
our show earlier on today, even though it wasn't live. Anyway, back to the team. Guys, open to anyone. What would you like to say?
You tell me.
Oh my god.
Well,
Here's your opportunity, folks.
Well, I think that Joaquin is going to be a category 3.
You think it'll be a Cat 3?
Landfall.
I think I'm a
Landfall in
cat 3 as
Virginia
well,
is
actually.
category 1.
Landfall in Virginia.
Because there's
is a Category
something
1,
going
you
on
said.
as well.
Sorry, Lee.
I'm saying I think I'm a cat 3 as well. But there's something else going on at the same time.
Yeah.
It's not just the sea. It's not just the sea surface temperatures
What
that I'm
does the
gonna.
dog have to say, Lee?
What?
You have a dog with you, by the sounds of it.
It's not in my room. It's outside. It's out in the front garden.
David, how about you?
I think it'll be a Category 3 system,
Yeah.
and possibly Category 2 on approaching land.
It might be cat 2 tomorrow, actually.
But does anyone think it could be stronger than a 3, or is that completely out?
No, I think I'll just get to 3.
Right.
I wouldn't say that getting stronger than a 3 is actually completely ruled out of the question. There's always, because it's meandering around in 30 degrees sea surface temperatures and
I'll
low
see a
wind shear,
30%
there's
chance
always
at
a
cat 4.
shot of this thing bombing.
Good
Well,
luck.
cat 4 can't be ruled out, but
I'd only say 130 miles an hour.
Let me actually, since I can't spell ships correctly, you're going to have to wait another moment.
And we're going to take a look at some more visualizations in a moment. Some sea surface temperatures and such. In fact, we'll do that now whilst we're waiting here. Oh, well, that works.
very warm.
The sea surface temperature information isn't working at the moment. How helpful. What I can tell you is that sea surface temperatures around the storm, I believe, is around 29 or 30 degrees Celsius,
That's quite warm.
and that will continue for quite a way
Supposed to.
northwards.
Okay, now that I got the ship's model up, and now taking a look at it, there is a 22% chance of the storm performing a 25 knot rapid intensification, so that would be the storm increasing 30 miles an hour in winds, and a 15% shot of a 35 mile per hour increased winds rapidly. So there's a possibility, there's 15% chance that this storm could increase 35 miles an hour in 24 hours. So I would definitely not rule out this storm becoming stronger.
Guys, what do you think of this latest HWRF visualization?
I refuse to look at that.
You refuse. Well, look at it. Category 2 landfall in North Carolina there, it's predicting, on the Outer Banks. And then moving inland, making a loop over the northern part of North Carolina into Virginia, and then dissipating.
Oh
whether
my
underground is
god,
doing the
this is
same.
going to be a
I've got
category
an
4.
observation.
It does predict Category 4 in the short term, yeah. Winds of 140
Yeah.
miles an hour, yeah.
I've got an observation.
Have you, Daniel?
Yeah, I think it looks like a Wellington boot.
I think that Joaquin is now category 2 with winds of 100 miles per hour.
Oh, well,
Okay, Nathan, don't die.
That just caught me completely
Okay.
off guard.
Another blooper
No.
comes out.
No. We can't have
Uh,
that. Okay. I think a lot of people are comparing Joaquin right now, which is what a lot of
yes.
people tend to do when these sorts of storms come
I
along.
think the system to the right also
Hank
formed as well.
says Agnes. Martinez says Irene. It could be a Connie. I don't know. Do any of those storms sound familiar to Joaquin, Devon?
I could see an Agnes type scenario of it, but I doubt it.
Irene
I
was pretty
don't
big
really
as well.
think something like that will happen.
If you're interested in what the HWRF predicts in terms of rainfall totals as well, here's another graphic showing just that. Very high amounts of rainfall near the Bahamas. On the actual islands, I think nothing more than 8 inches there as far as I can tell. And then the US landfall, you can see the biggest rainfall amounts will be over Virginia, possibly into... Where's that? Is it West Virginia? I think it is. Where the rainfall totals will be up to and possibly higher
I'm
than
hearing it could
8
also cause some snow as well.
What's that?
I'm also hearing that outright cause some snow for the higher routes
Snow?
to the northeast as well.
Did Sandy do that?
Sandy did that, yes.
Yeah, that was the end of October, albeit, but I don't know what the temperatures are like over there at the moment. Devon might be able to tell me.
Like you said,
Devon, how's your weather?
Poor.
Poor. Okay. Well, since nothing else is going on right now, let's take a look at some of the other models as well. So guys, if you're watching this, did my screen share go off? Shall I screen share again?
Yes.
I'll show you guys what all the models are saying right now, those who haven't seen them yet. Some of you have, but this is the CMC first of all. This is going to be interesting. So let's see what the CMC ends up with.
You'll like what the CMC has to say.
You can see Joaquin there, possible landfall maybe on one of those islands. Who could tell? Ida reforming there, possibly becoming a hurricane, but look at Joaquin there. Landfall in North Carolina as a very strong hurricane. What intensity do you think that is, guys?
I think it's category 4.
Oh no, I wouldn't say 4. Looks like a 3 to me.
I'll give you the simulated satellite imagery of what the CMC model says about Joaquin. You can post that up on the stream if you would like.
There's me showing again because no one could see that. The Cat 3 Joaquin there, and also the Ida east of that. You can also see in the East Pacific 2 new storms. In fact, one in the Central Pacific south of Hawaii. That's going to be...
Oho!
Oh my god. What kind of name is Oho?
I in Spanish?
Yeah, Hurricane I. And you can see it actually making a beeline for Hawaii there. And if you're looking back at the Atlantic, you can also see that Joaquin dissipates rather quickly over North Carolina. Ida, or Kate, stalls near Bermuda, and then eventually moves off towards the east, towards the end of that run. And look at that monster low pressure system over the Pacific, and another one near the British Isles as well, towards the end of that run.
So it is, yeah.
Okay. HWRF expecting a 948 millibar landfall in North Carolina as a Cat 2.
Oh gosh. Well, Sandy did worse. 940 millibars as a Cat 1.
I don't think it was 940 at landfall, though.
Right, okay. Here's the ECMWF then, predicting southwestward motion for the next 24 hours, and then stalling and a slight westward motion in the next 24 hours. So 2 days from now, they predict it to be over the Bahamas, and then finally it swings northeast and continues going northeast until 5-day, and then it sort of slows down a bit and then goes back to what it was doing before, moves northeast again, By 7 days out, you can see a very strong system, possibly transitioning. Wow, really strong there near the Azores after 8 days, and then weakening again as we enter day 9 and 10.
GFDL basically predicting the exact copy of Hurricane Fran.
Whilst you're looking at that, you can see south of Hawaii again, that storm there on day 5 and 6, Oho, south of Hawaii, moving towards the west. Okay, GFDL I don't think we've seen yet, so this is what it said for Joaquin. You can see it moving south and then moving off to the north, pretty much what the NHC say until this point here, where it makes landfall in North Carolina as a Category 1 or 2, with a pressure in the high 940s. That's what you said before, wasn't it, Devon?
Yes, HWRF.
Oh, that was GFDL saying something wrong.
Oh yeah, GFDL basically a repeat of Fran.
Right. Here's the GFS. Looks like a landfall in the Bahamas there. Yeah, looks to me like a landfall, if not two. And really deepening there as it moves towards the north and then curving into North Carolina again. That's after 4 days. And then it moves inland into South Carolina, circles around and then heads towards the northeast, still with a pressure of 996 over
That's
New
been
York
I see the
City
snow happen.
on day 7. And then deepening as an extratropical cyclone over Atlantic Canada. Let's finally go on to the NavGem model, which...
Before you move on, I would like to say that the North American Mesoscale model agrees with, basically agrees right with the CMWF.
Okay. Oh, looks like there's guess the storm going on already. My word. We'll come on to that in a moment. And this is the NavGem showing, again, very similar things, apart from the fact that this one makes landfall in South Carolina as a significant hurricane too, and then moves inland over Georgia. That's the only one I've seen affecting Georgia.
Oh my!
What?
This
Yeah,
is
whoa!
sunny.
Inland over Georgia?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Sunny.
That has not happened since 1979.
Yeah, definitely over Georgia there.
And the last time before
sunny.
that one would have been freaking Hurricane Dora, I think it was.
And there you can
This
see a
is
storm over
sunny.
Hawaii as well. Sorry,
Sunny.
you think
This is
that's at Sony?
sunny. Yeah.
We're not doing Guess the Storm yet, for goodness
Oh
sake.
my God, Marcel, please be patient.
We've got no, and I'm not accusing Marcel. I'm accusing. I'm guessing it was Craig. Sorry,
I know.
but it is a rather serious storm that we're tracking at the moment. So we're saving the fun stuff for the second hour of this show, which is going to be coming up in 20 minutes' time. I've not been proactively looking at the comments recently.
I'm willing to basically answer any comments here.
Yeah, Martinez thinks I think Erica could end up being retired. You think so?
That's an interesting idea. That depends on if Dominica decides to send in something, because the storm, I think, killed like 50, 60 people in Dominica. So, I mean, there's a possibility that we might have the second
60,
retired
yeah.
tropical storm in the history of the Atlantic.
Oh,
Definitely a topic for discussion.
And what else was I going to say? Yeah, also said Joaquin. Do you think that'll be retired? Already skipping to retirement here.
I know everybody wants the name to be retired because nobody knows how to pronounce it.
That's a very, it's an ugly truth with that name.
Right.
I don't have an issue pronouncing Joaquin. I have an issue pronouncing Ducha.
Duchenne. Oh gosh.
I could not figure out, is that Duchen, Duchuan,
Craig told me to do
Duchu, Duchu something? I don't know what the hell to do with that name.
Oh my God.
Dujuan, no. Joaquin, I have enough of a Spanish background to know that's Joaquin.
Right. Okay, fantastic. Daniel.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for the
I think
first
I
person
might
to call
go
it
now.
Hurricane
Don't go,
Joaquin.
don't go.
because I haven't really said
Daniel,
anything.
okay, here we go. Welcome to Daniel's Corner. Let's have a little chat with Daniel, shall we? Daniel, what's going on?
Right now,
What's new in your life today?
not much.
Not much.
Oh yeah, I'm doing my second week of work experience.
Oh yeah, how's that going? Tell us.
Pretty
We're
good.
a little community here. We like to know the ins and outs.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The working environment's very laid back and it's not stressful, which is ideal.
Good.
That's about it really.
Oh, well, that was short and sweet. Now
Yeah.
you want to go.
Pardon?
And now you say you're going.
I don't know. It depends.
Oh,
Because
you
if
should
I go, I
stay.
feel bad.
Yes, you should. Lee, have you made any recent observations on Joaquin? You're quietly in the corner there. You must be doing something.
Yeah, I'm just doing a bit of research. But I know the other reason why there's maybe rapid intensification as well. Because of an incoming CME
Yeah.
from the sun. And once that hits the Earth, the high energy particles go into the
Devon,
infinity storms.
what's going on?
What's
The
going
other Devon.
on?
You've
It
arrived,
rapidly
and so is the feedback.
intensifies storms. So
Yeah.
that's why I see a rapid one here.
Devon,
I think,
hello?
I think the second system will form as well.
Are you on the moon?
No,
It sounds like you are.
Oh dear.
I just got over laryngitis.
I see.
Oh dear, you sound in pain.
Oh no. Put Gaston
No,
away.
it wasn't. It was Devon's cat.
Please put Gaston away.
Yeah. Devon, what do you think about Joaquin's progress right now?
Not very good. People
well,
just died because of
The
rip
other one,
currents at
sorry,
the
Devon.
beach.
I mean
said
Devon Logan Klein.
2 people died at the beach
Already?
because of rip currents.
That comes.
Is that true?
Miami Beach.
Oh, didn't know that.
I don't think that will be well, I don't think that's directly attributed to Joaquin, but okay. Pretty sure that's not directly attributed to Joaquin.
Well, the news said it was because of Joaquin. That's what I just...
Paul
Well,
Martino says, what is the next name after
Sunny.
Joaquin? It's Kate.
I think Kate will form actually.
Yeah.
I really do. I think Kate will form.
I'll state this. I've stated this before, and I'll state this again. There's at least 5 different things that can influence the steering here
Right.
of Hurricane Joaquin. There's 2 different ridges up in Canada. There's a secondary ridge which is steering it right now.
It's such a complex
There's
situation.
trough that's supposed to develop over Georgia, Florida, and Alabama, and then the uncertainty behind Hurricane Kate. So this is a 6. There's at least a 6-body problem here, and you know the more things that will affect the steering currents, you could just imagine how much more complication is put onto this problem. You know, there's chaos galore with this thing. I really don't think there's any simple answer to what's going to happen with this.
Okay. Excellent. Marcel, what's going on?
I'm watching the models.
You're watching the models. Oh, we showed them not long ago. What do you think of them?
Okay.
Not about the models.
Right.
But I think that Joaquin is intensifying rapidly. It's going to be category 3 or 4.
Yeah.
It's going
I
to
don't think
intensify,
that.
I
I'm
think.
not going to say that RI is guaranteed. I mean, there have been better indexes for rapid intensification. Like, I'll take a look at Joaquin right now. I'll pull up its water vapor imagery on my screen.
Joaquin.
Unfortunately, you guys can't see it because my connection's shot.
No good. Devon, there's a question from Martinez who says, how many Princess Kate jokes are going to be made once Kate forms?
That depends on what Nathan, Craig, Michael, and whoever else wants to make fun of Princess Kate.
Indeed, or Daniel.
Or Daniel.
He
Or
makes fun of-
anybody
he
that's
makes fun of the
or
Queen.
anybody that's underneath the crown of the Queen, for that matter.
Oh, get
So I might have to
lost.
get in
Daniel-
touch with a couple of Canadian friends of mine, and
It
we'll
is-
see if we can bash Kate.
Yeah, it is something we can talk about, Daniel. Your frequent impersonations of the Queen.
Yeah, not me myself. I'm using a text-to-speech thingy.
Text-to-speech of the Queen.
Yeah, it's quite accurate. I'd say, do you think it's accurate?
No, I don't.
Yeah, it doesn't really sound like her.
No, you
Sounds
just
more like
disagreed with yourself.
Yeah, it sounds like more. It sounds more like a caricature of her than the actual Queen
It
itself.
sounds like... I don't know. It sounds like someone didn't do their research properly, really.
Yeah, like a stereotype.
Because it doesn't sound nearly like the... She sounds older.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, let's leave that there. Let's leave that. Who else was I going to speak to next? Craig, are you still there? The feedback sure is. Devon, Logan, Klein.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There is so much noise going on over there. David, have you made any more observations?
No.
Oh.
No, I'm just looking at, sitting here in the background, looking at the various models.
Yeah.
I think there's something that the team should consider. A bit of low pressure on the east coast. I think New Jersey area. I think it might be 1008 HPA low.
Right.
Yes, this area of low pressure actually came out of the Gulf of Mexico a couple of days ago, and it's been riding the eastern United States trough, right up the eastern seaboard. And this isn't going to affect the steering currents of Joaquin too much. So I'm really disregarding this system per se, but it put on a good 1 to 3 inches of rainfall across the entirety of the Northeast. And I have to step out of this call for a second, so I will be right back.
Alright, we'll see Devon very soon. What else was I going to say next? I don't know. Let me reiterate what the warnings are right now. You're seeing nothing? There we are. There are hurricane warnings in effect for the central and northern Bahamas. Tropical storm warning in effect for the southern Bahamas. Let me actually read out what places in particular those include. This is the comprehensive list here on the National Hurricane Center's website. Hurricane warnings in effect for the central Bahamas, including Cat Island, the Exumas, Long Island, Rum Cay, and San Salvador, and the northwestern Bahamas, including the Abarcos, Berry Islands, Eleuthera, the Grand Bahama Island, and New Providence, but excluding Andros Island and, is it Bimini? Or Bimini? I don't know. Hurricane watch is in effect there, though. A tropical storm warning is in effect for the southeastern Bahamas, including the Acklins, Crooked Island, Long Cay, the Inaguas, Mayaguana, and the Ragged Islands, but excluding the Turks and Caicos Islands. Obviously, a hurricane warning means that hurricane conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area, usually within the next 24 hours. Preparations to protect life and property should be rushed to completion. Hurricane watch means that hurricane conditions are possible within the watch area, and tropical storm warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere within the warning area within 36 hours. And I'd say a lot sooner than that as well, because the storm is bearing down on the areas you've been seeing on satellite imagery all evening. We're here for another hour and a bit. We're going to be doing some more Guess the Storm in the second hour, and we'll probably be looking at some other storms that are active as well, possible developments in the West Pacific, but our main focus this evening is, of course, Hurricane Joaquin. If you've got any more questions or comments for us, please let us know. Whilst we're live, please let other people know that we're on air as well. That would be very helpful indeed. And hopefully we're doing a bit of a service for everyone involved. And we have a dedicated team here ready for your questions. If you've got questions specifically for one person, then go right ahead and refer to them in your comment. But Marcel, what's so funny?
I'm watching a foreign.
You're doing what?
Okay, Jesus.
Caesar, let's have a little chat now. What are you doing?
What I'm doing?
Yeah, sure.
Well, nothing interesting right now, but only checking the forecast of Joaquin and etc. But I'm not doing nothing right now.
I'm just laughing at.
Shouldn't
Go on.
shouldn't we mention Australia for the Australian thing of Force 13?
Force 13 AU, indeed.
Yeah.
I don't know whether David wants to talk about that.
Yeah, he's the one who brought it up in the chat.
Force 13 is now operational. We have a dedicated channel, and also we're on Twitter.
Twitter. What's it called on Twitter? Is it just Force 13 AU?
Force 13 AU.
Is that in text or the number?
I'll have to come back on that one.
Those are for our people with Australian interests, of course, ready for the cyclone season that's going on down there in this upcoming winter, as it is in the Northern Hemisphere, but summer, of course, down there towards the latter months of this year. When does the season start down there? November, is it?
1st of November is when the Weather Bureau will issue its tropical cyclone outlook.
Fantastic.
November the 1st.
It starts.
Look forward to it. Do you have any ideas, David, of what sort of things we might see in Australia this year?
I think we might see a very interesting wet season.
Do you think that we'll have any bad storms for Australia, perhaps?
I think it's on the radar.
Right. Okay. I'm just looking at things. Yeah, nothing there. Daniel.
Yeah.
What would you like to talk about?
Nothing really. I've got nothing to talk about.
Craig, you still here?
Oh yes.
Yeah. What's going on there?
Absolutely nothing.
Right. Okay. Well, we may as well have someone else to join the fun.
Oh.
This is Lorna Martino.
Who's this?
I've no idea. We're about to find out.
Oh.
Hello.
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 Hello, Devin.
Not Devon.
What the hell are you, Laurie Martino?
A human being just like everyone else.
What the hell are you?
Laurie Martino.
How are you, Laurie?
Go ahead.
Just watching.
Just watching the stream, of course. I saw some of your comments. Yeah. Where are you?
I am located Central Florida.
Central Florida, so not terribly far from Devon then. Are you concerned
And how old are you?
What's it like?
Marcel wants to know everything. Are you concerned
And
about
how old
Joaquin
are you,
right now?
Laura?
Yeah, I checked this
Eastern
morning
Florida.
and it said category 1, and I just was like, okay, is it gonna hit Florida or is it gonna go like where Sandy did? And I'm checking right now on Hurricane Center, and it looks like it's gonna go up towards North Carolina.
Yeah, it's very unlikely that we're going to see
Laura, how old are you?
in Florida.
Laura?
This is unbelievable.
Marcel likes to know how old everyone is, apparently.
Repeat.
Yes.
Repeat.
13.
Jesus.
Repeat. You're 13. Laura,
Here we go.
how old are you, Laura?
Oh,
How old am I?
yes,
Yeah.
he said that.
I am currently 13.
Oh, like
I'm
everyone else.
13. I am 13.
Think again, Nathan. Think
Okay.
The
again.
average age of the Force 13 chat room goes down again.
Yeah.
13.
Oh, man. Well. Well, hey, we're going to take a short break here at Force 13. We'll be back in a few moments' time when we'll be continuing to track Hurricane Joaquin and everything else that's going on around the world. We'll be back in a few moments. Don't go away.
I know we could get rid of.
Welcome back to Force 13. That was a short break. Short enough to get our house in order again. Hello.
30-second break. Oh my god.
Okay, Marcel, why you're asking how all these people in live?
Oh, here we go again.
Oh my.
That's so
You can ask that questions when we aren't live.
Nathan, you're 20.
Yeah, indeed. Well, hey, welcome back. This is Force 13 Live. My name's Nathan Foy, and I'm joined with the Force 13 team, of which is quite expansive. How many are on here this evening? 8, 9? Who knows?
9 people right now.
My word.
Yeah,
well,
no.
That's 9 people.
Remarkable.
It's kind of weird because I'm watching your stream right now and I'm talking to the people watching the stream.
Oh my god.
I know, that's so weird. I stop.
Marcel, what's so funny?
What the fuck?
Chaos.
These are games, watch your language.
At this point, I'd just like to do a little plug, actually, because those of you who aren't aware, the Force 13 does a game show series, and our next game show is going to be this Friday, where Michael Scott beat Devon last time. Those of you who aren't aware, Devon won, what, 8 games in a row, and he finally lost one, and Michael takes his place now. And Michael's first competitor, I don't think he knows it yet, but Michael's first competitor is going to be Daniel.
I knew that.
You knew that? Are you
Yeah,
ready for
sorry.
this on Friday?
I can hear
I'm
you.
fine, Eddie.
Well, this is going to be on Force 13. We're going to be doing it live, of course. It's going to be on the main channel. I just want to let people know, if you think you might be a good competitor on the Force 13 game show series between now and early November, please let us know. There's not much availability left. So if you are interested in being part of the game show series and you think you know it all, then see if you can put that to the test and see if you can get on the winner's chair.
Can I ask what my
My
special
battle,
subject
Michael,
is?
I didn't hear you.
What's that?
Am I battling Michael? I couldn't hear you.
No, Devon, you said you couldn't.
Oh, I said I could as soon as I get home on Friday.
Oh blast. Well, Devon, we could still do that, actually, if Daniel doesn't mind.
Yeah.
We have Devon down for Friday. Of course, it completely slipped my mind, Devon. I'm sorry about that. So yes, it's going to be Devon, and then it's going to be Daniel on the end of the weekend or something like that. Anyway, whatever. If you'd like to add Fool 13 on Skype, you can do that. It's FOOL13 to contact myself and to be on the live team if you wish. And yeah, that's all.
Phil, remind Bill has full 13 in his Skype.
Yeah. Yeah, go on. What? Oh, Lee, you've changed your picture.
Yeah, I just wanted to change it.
Fantastic.
Change it, so.
Here's the latest on Joaquin. There it is in its so-called glory on satellite imagery there. Not too much has changed recently in those last few frames. The centre of the storm becoming more obvious, I suppose, but an eye? I don't think it's much of an eye yet.
It's probably clouded over.
It's forming.
I'm checking the sustained winds on the Hurricane Center. It looks like one of the outer Bahama Islands are just being touched by tropical storm force winds already.
Yeah, quite possibly. And you can certainly see on the satellite imagery there that it's being affected by certain amounts of rainfall as well as strong winds there. Where's the bird?
Of Devon Logan Klein.
Devon, what's going on?
A bird.
Yeah, I see. Justin wants to know when he's scheduled for the game show. I can tell you, Justin, that you are so far. I don't know when it's going to be yet, Justin. Probably.
I think I'm October the 10th.
Probably early to mid-October. Lee, you're going to be put forward. I think you're going to end up being possibly the 6th. Who knows? It's all a mess. But the game show is on Friday, the next one, on the main Force 13 channel.
I'm not built to do the 10th anyway, because I'm in Blackpool.
Where Michael Scott will be playing Devon Logan Klein. Oh my god. It's so interesting.
Can it be during 4 o'clock p.m.?
Sure. Earplugs required if you're going to be watching that show.
Oh yes.
Not recommended for headphone users. Oh.
And dig.
So what time on Friday is the next one, Dave?
Sorry?
What time on Friday you did that?
I think it's going to be 9 PM UTC on that, unless Joaquin takes the
so 9 UTC.
Which is of course tracking right now.
Besides Florida, I won't be able to do it.
No, it won't hit Florida, I think. We're going to take a step away from Joaquin now, and guys, is there anything you want to discuss right now, or Craig perhaps might want to show a guess the storm? Who knows? Oh, someone's doing something.
Me.
And Caesar, are you leaving?
Yes, I will leave.
Well, Caesar, have a great evening.
You too,
Bye.
people. Thank you, and see you later.
We'll see you
Bye.
soon.
See you.
Well, Craig, what's the question? What the
hell is this? Any guesses?
Yes, it looks like a tropical depression.
Give me strength.
Hey, is it okay if I put a new picture on my profile?
Linfa.
Sure, I think.
Alright.
Linfa.
No, that's not Linfa.
After he does his storm, I can do mine.
Oh, okay.
Oh my.
It's a TD. Oh. How are we gonna know this?
Oh my god.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh my.
That's no good.
Oh my.
It's no good, is it, Marcel?
Episodios.
Tropical Storm 11. Josh Frank says 12W.
He's got it.
He might have looked it up. I can't guarantee whether he did or not.
Well, it's 12W.
Right. You do make it easy when you put the dates up, though.
Bugger. I didn't do the right thing when I edited it. Damn it.
Laurie, go ahead. What is going on at Devon's place? It sounds like he's at an airfield.
It's controlled chaos.
Controlled chaos? No, I don't think
No,
it's even
not
controlled.
controlled.
Daniel, what? You look a lot. You look a lot more intellectual with those glasses on.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I need to start wearing them more.
Really?
Yeah.
It makes you look older, though.
Oh.
You do know that.
How old do I look? About what age?
103.
Oh.
You look like 20s, don't you?
Okay, I got the picture for the
Go
Tropical
ahead.
Storm thing. Give me 2 seconds and I'll change it.
1, 2.
Alright, it's on, should be updating in a second.
Looks like Craig struggling, by the way, on Skype. Oh dear. Oh, there's it. Oh, you put it on your profile picture.
Yeah, I'm using a phone, so I can't really use my computer right
Right.
now. I'll Google it.
So the question is, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
Daniel, do you know?
Oh,
I sure as hell don't.
yeah.
I can't see anything.
Marcel, what about you?
Fine.
No, I'm not asking
Yeah.
how are you. I'm asking what do you think the storm is?
30 trouble drop depression 30.
Tropical Depression 30.
Nope.
13. No.
13. Cameron Richards says, how far off the coast of Florida is the hurricane? I estimate it's about maybe 300 miles? Something like that?
No, it's more like, it's real. I can't even tell from this picture because it just looks like sea. I can't even tell. But it is a hurricane that hit this year, though. I'll give you that.
No, I'm not talking about that one. Oh.
Oh.
I was talking about the current storm. Fucking.
Oh, Joe
But I
Quinn?
think you've sort of given it away. It must be Danny.
Correct.
Yes, yes. Justin said Danny as well, just at the end there. So well done to Justin as well. I think that's really a point to him because of the minute delay there. So Justin gets the point for the viewers. So it's 1-0 to the viewers, and we're doing some more Guess the Storm a little bit later on, I'm sure. Daniel.
I think I might get going now.
No, Daniel, don't get going. Come on, stay. I can't force you to stay.
I don't know, if I leave, I'll feel bad.
Yes, you will.
So how long have I been here for?
You've been here for 1 hour and 11 minutes.
Oh, well, I think that's acceptable.
Is it?
Yeah, if I was here for just half an hour, that'd be totally unacceptable.
Yeah, and sometimes you've had enough after 15 minutes, haven't you?
Yeah, but I
Last
always...
time you completed a show?
I think it was the other day where...
Yeah, before that, it was about 10 weeks before. Anyway, Daniel, thanks for joining us. I will see you again soon. Oh, Justin's playing for the team. Well, that's 1 point to the team then. Bye.
Good evening. Bye.
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 Well, there we are. David, out of interest, what was the last storm that you saw over there?
Tropical storm or local storm?
Yeah, tropical cyclone.
The one that's in the history book would be Oswald.
Oswald. When was that?
Oswald. That was back 2013.
Ah, yes.
It formed up in the Gulf of Carpentaria, came over into the Coral Sea. No, sorry. It formed in the Gulf, and then it tracked down inland into northern New South Wales as a deep rain depression.
Remarkable. And is that the one that knocked your place out of power for 4 weeks or something? 4 days?
4 days.
4 days.
It knocked out power, telephone, and the internet.
How can we live without that?
Interesting question.
Somehow you
We did. We had a generator.
Yeah.
For the
good.
Couple of fridges.
Good.
Checking the Atlantic National Hurricane Center, it says another thing is brewing. It says a 40 to 60% chance of developing into a storm.
There's another system.
You're talking about what's left of Ida, are you?
Yeah.
1 second.
Let me just try and find the main National Hurricane Center page, show you what's going on elsewhere. There's the whole Atlantic picture. There's the hurricane, and 50% chance on what was left of Ida. Interesting to note what the wording says on this. I'll read the whole thing out. A large area of cloudiness and thunderstorms over the central Atlantic, several hundred miles southeast of Bermuda, is associated with a frontal trough which has absorbed the remnants of Ida, suggesting that if this became a tropical cyclone, it would be named Kate, because it's no longer associated with Ida, it's absorbed it. 50% chance in the next 48 hours, 80% in the next 5 days.
Whoa.
That'll be Kate then.
Ouch.
Yeah, it does sound like a Kate.
Anything going on in the Pacific either?
Yes, there is. The Pacific's
Marty, though.
interesting right
Sure, just a fun.
Marty's party has been extinguished. 30 miles an hour. It's not going to go on for much longer. There it is, showing it to become a remnant low very soon indeed. But there is Invest 94E, which same percentages as the one in the Atlantic. 50% in the next 48 hours, 80% in the next 5 days.
What's the next name for the
1,000 miles
specific?
southwest of the southern tip of Baja California Peninsula.
And that would become the end
disorganized.
name of the East Pacific. Here's the naming list, showing that the end name this year is Nora.
Norris.
Bloody Nora.
Nora.
After that, Olaf, Patricia, Rick, Sandra, Terry, Vivian, Waldo, Zena, York, and Zella. The Atlantic, the rest of the names this year, as you can see, Kate, Larry, Mindy, Nicholas, Odette, Peter, Rose, Sam, Teresa, Victor, and Wanda.
Wanda.
I want a Wanda.
You want a Wanda. It's a running gag about Wanda, because we had Hurricane Wanda back in the Force 13 Hypo world not so long ago. Which became a Category 5 Wonder. Oh no.
This got named all the way to 2020.
If Ida returns into Kate, imagine how many jokes are going to be about Princess Kate and Hurricane Kate. Guess how many jokes it's going to be? Probably
50,000.
Yep.
Meow. Hurricane meow.
Right. What's going on over there? Those of you who have not seen it before, let me show you what this is. This is the Force 13 Hypo World. Let me share screens as well, those of you who are not familiar with it on the Skype chat right now. This is what the Hypo World map looks like. And there you can see the only storms active in the so-called world right now are in John's area. Everyone knows John, who's often on our shows. There you can see a Category 3 storm called, oh, surprise, surprise, John, is headed for not far from Beach Beach, apparently. Katrina is also active, which is about to hit wherever that is, Lacoma, Bow Province or something.
Is that in Australia, or is that like...
This is a fictional world.
It's a made-up world, this.
Yeah, it is made up.
Wow, John looks like it's gonna hit, looks like Spain.
It does look a bit like Spain if you turn it upside down, yeah. Funny that. But there we are. If you want to visit the Hypo World, visit hypoworld.force-13.com. Just visit the website, the main Force 13 website, and just add Hypo World and a dot before it, and you'll find it.
John is already active. Oh my god.
Yeah, crazy. But I must stress, that is not real world. This is real world, and this is Hurricane Joaquin right now, which is nearing. And I have to say, actually, I think its movement is slowing in those latest frames. It is still moving towards the Bahamas, but I think its movement is slowing down. And I think the timing of when it does actually make that turn is going to be key.
It's going to be critical
to what happens next.
And won't be...
Imagine if, like, Joaquin just, like, immediately just started rapidly intensifying and took like the exact same path Sandy did. That's really bad if that happened.
Well, let's remind ourselves that Sandy was only a Category 1 through the Bahamas, weakened to a tropical storm briefly after it moved north of the Bahamas, then became a hurricane again and reached Category 2, whilst it made that turn towards New Jersey, and then weakened again before landfall.
Yeah, it did.
It wasn't that strong. It could be stronger than
Hey
Sandy.
Nathan,
Yeah.
for the earlier Guster storm picture, wanna know how I knew it was Danny? Because I have a screenshot of it.
Ah, yes.
I actually got one right.
Time for a line.
Alright, fantastic. Devon, are you here at all?
Huh?
I know he's taking a break. The other Devon, sorry. I guess not. Well, guys, please yourselves.
What other warnings and watches in effect for?
Well, we saw all the warnings that are in effect for the Bahamas right now. Apart from that, nothing much really. Obviously, the coast of Florida, there is rip current statement, I think. Coastal flood advisories.
Of course there is.
North and South Carolina, there's flood watches. One or two places already flood warnings, actually. And yeah, that's about it at the moment.
I think in a couple days, New York, New Jersey, Rhode Island, all those places, probably going to get a hurricane warning or a tropical storm watch, depending on if the storm weakens or what happens. But we'll probably will see a warning or watch or two up in the Northeast.
So there is already a coastal flood watch in effect for Delaware, well, the Delmarva Peninsula, New Jersey, far southeastern Pennsylvania, including Philadelphia, and the coastal flood watches. Coastal flood advisories in effect for the New York area, as well as Long Island and the coast of Connecticut as well. So already quite a few warnings in force in the US, but nothing necessarily hurricane related.
Nathan,
Yeah.
I think all those warnings are probably for rip currents and stuff.
Well, yeah, they are. They are.
Oh.
Indeed.
Doesn't look like anything for Central Florida in effect, which is bad. Well, it's kind of half good, half bad, since, you know, stuff gets canceled when hurricanes come, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to find some more Gessa storms then, unless you guys have more things to talk about. But it seems we've reached a bit of a halt here.
Hey Nathan,
Go ahead.
it's actually October in the UK.
Yeah, it is. I've just noticed. October the 1st here in the UK.
Yeah, it's October. I tried to say welcome October, but you didn't hear me.
Sorry, Lee. I apologise.
Yes.
I just don't know who wants to say things.
Can't just say, you see the high that we've had? It's 2,000 miles wide.
2,000 mile wide.
Yes.
How is the typhoon that hit?
And it's a weakening trend as of tomorrow.
Days ago.
As well.
The Jen were you talking about there?
Yeah.
What about it?
Like, was it like category 4 or what strength was it?
What did it make landfall as? Was it Cat 3 or
landfall
Was it Dujin? What was it? Hurricane Dujin or something?
Yeah, the Shen. I think it was called.
I think I spelled that right.
It's a weird storm, it really is. I'm just trying to search for some Guess the storms here, but I'm struggling.
Says it brought 150 mile an hour winds off the coast of Japan and to Japan, Taiwan, and a flood threatened China.
Yeah.
Rainfall was 2 to 3 feet. Wind gusts up to 153 miles per hour. Looking at the Weather Channel here, it doesn't say any rainfall anywhere off the southern coast of China. It doesn't say anything for Taiwan either. But the wind
Oh, well,
speeds,
obviously it was
wow.
pretty bad there.
Yeah. It says in the city of Yunaguni, wind gusts up to 181 miles per hour. So
Yeah,
you
remarkable.
must be thinking they're going to have power outages, damage, everything.
181 miles an hour, good lord.
Gus, yeah.
Jeez.
Crazy.
Remarkable.
Sensational.
Blow me away.
It certainly would. Launch you off your feet, Justin.
Yeah.
Any questions for us, by the way, whilst we're still live? Then we will answer them. I'm just going to take a look at some comments right now. Actually, there's a hell of a lot, actually. So I'm not sure whether I might miss one, maybe accidentally. But let me just see. Apparently, Cameron thinks that that Joaquin will hit Florida and that they should have declared a state of emergency by now.
No, I'll go
in his opinion.
north, I think.
I don't think Joaquin is getting near, and I'm yet to see any signs of change for that. Check back in a day, and you should be able to see where it's headed. It's probably going to be heading north.
It should start turning tomorrow, I think.
That's what we expect.
And Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan. It also depends on the low pressure system as well.
Sure.
And where that's positioned.
Halt.
Halt. Where are we halting?
Alright, I'm back.
What is this?
Why can't?
Marcel, what's new?
What's new in my life?
Sure, why don't you?
I'm cheating. I'm chatting with a friend.
You're chatting with a friend. I thought you said something else then. Yeah.
I agree with it. I think it will hit Florida.
You think it will hit Florida?
I don't think it will. I think it'll turn tomorrow.
You think it will hit Florida?
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Because of all the wind shears around. Whatever it is called.
Well, wind shear doesn't define where a storm moves.
No, wind shear is
Yeah,
just a
now.
level.
I get really sick because of my throat.
Yeah,
So
we gathered that, I think.
It's a reality, Glor. Storms are dumb.
What's that?
Hurricanes are dumb.
Hurricanes are dumb. That
Is
seems
it
to be
wrong?
quote of the night.
That man, whoever said that deserves an Oscar. Whoever said that, he deserves an Oscar.
Yeah, that was Marcel. What did you say, Lee?
I'm saying I think this will be the most interesting hurricane of this season.
Joaquin?
Yeah, I think it will be.
You guys want to play another round of what the hell is that?
It's called Guess the Storm.
Oh, well, I was watching the first live stream, and that's what it's called, but I'll put a new one up.
Yeah, I have one in a moment.
Alright, it's up.
Where is it? Oh, that thing. Well, if anyone knows what that thing is on Laurie Martino's picture, let us know.
Mine is actually a bit of cake I had the last day of a holiday in Spain.
Right.
In an American diner.
Very good.
Just wanted to let you know that.
We'll do another roundup on Joaquin very soon, by the way, guys, people watching. There's the latest imagery. Martinez says, is that Faye?
No.
No, I didn't think so. That's tricky, that.
also expect the UK to be more active months this month as well.
Yeah.
But it won't be to
Martina
nearly
says, is it
mid-months
Debbie?
onwards.
Is it what?
Debbie.
Debbie? No.
It's a shame we couldn't get it larger. In fact, if I click your name, we'll actually see it larger, I think. There we are. What the hell is that?
You need to say the year. What, should I say the year when it would hit?
No,
Or
don't be that specific. Tropical
Alright.
storm. No. Tropical storm Andrea.
Correct.
Ah. Wow, good guess.
That was a quick
Speaking
one.
of Andrea, I actually went to Disney that day, and it was like pouring rain, and I actually saw the back of the park where they house monorails, which is kind of cool.
Oh. I see.
So,
Is that a memory of a hurricane?
good guess.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a good guess. It was a guess. Okay, well, I'm just going to move on to my Guess the Storm because I believe it's ready now.
Post it in the chat, please.
Not that one, but that one. What the hell is this, is the question.
Oh my god. Hurricane Valstorm.
No, not Fausto.
Julio.
Not Julio. Does anyone know?
Hugo.
Hugo?
Herman.
I can't even see it.
Ah. Is anyone at home now?
What's that in shot?
Pardon me.
My god.
Does anyone need a clue? Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone needs a clue.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a hurricane on this.
Well, it was a hurricane.
Oh
Can you post it
my
in
god.
the chat?
This is Hurricane Herman.
No.
Is that
Where's
Ike?
all that noise coming from? I'm sorry, we can't
Oh
tell
my
it.
god.
Devon, that's coming from yours. It sounds like... I don't know what it sounds like. It sounds awful, I'm afraid. We're going to turn that down for a while and hope that he improves the quality there. I don't know what's going on in Devon Logan Klein's world. But if anyone knows what storm this is right now, Martina says Typhoon Dolphin. I said it's a hurricane, and that it sure is. So it's not a typhoon, it's a hurricane of some description. So that means it could be in the Atlantic, EPAC, or Westpac. It could be anywhere.
It's you.
It's what?
It's you.
It's me.
Yes.
What's me?
I may have to go kind of soon.
It's in the live chat.
Your sound quality is terrible, I'm afraid.
I'm getting
You're
getting
doing
over
what?
laryngitis
Yeah.
right now.
No, that's not the problem. There's just loads of terrible noise in the background and hissing and...
My
Devon,
cat just said a lizard.
Devon, would you like to come back tomorrow?
No,
I suggest you should.
I can't tomorrow.
Well, some other time, because the sound quality is atrocious and you've not got a voice anyway.
I'll go inside.
Anyway, other guesses. Katrina and Daniel, it's neither of those. It is a hurricane. Hurricane who?
Here you go.
Hurricane who?
I can't hear because of all that noise, man.
Martina says, is it Amanda? No, it's not.
Hurricane.
Did you say Irene, Lee?
I did, but I've changed my mind because I don't think it is that.
Is it Hurricane Ike?
No, it's not Ike.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
What was the size of the
Kind of
eye?
looks like
I have no idea.
circulation of Sandy, but it's probably not.
David.
No.
I just looked these storms up. Caesar says Kenneth. Okay, people are on the right lines evidently because it is an Eastern Pacific hurricane.
Right. Hurricane.
You go.
No.
No?
Yes.
Hurricane. David.
David? Not in the East Pack.
To try.
This is for the team, Lee. It's
No,
already-
just
it's
try
already
my
1-0
best.
to the team. Carol Sumi says Irene. No, it's not Irene.
No, it's not Irene because I know it's an Eastern Pacific system.
The name of this storm was used in an even-numbered year. This storm in particular was from the 2000s decade.
So it's from 2000s, right?
Caesar says Amelia. No, it's not Amelia. Martinez
Okay.
says Genevieve.
One second.
No, not Genevieve.
Here you go.
Hurricane Meg.
Hurricane who?
No, that's okay.
Okay.
Here you go.
Devon, please refrain.
Hey.
Oh,
No ideas?
Not at the moment, no.
I'm back.
I seriously
What
have no
year
clue what
was
that
it?
hurricane is.
It looks like a major of it actually.
What year was it?
Oh my, lots of windows. And me.
What year was
Looks
it?
like a major one.
Can't tell you that yet.
It's a very
I'm looking
dumb
at the National
question.
Hurricane Center Maritime rule. Looks like half of Florida is covered by this circle.
Yeah.
Looks like it reaches out to me, and looks like out of Port Canaveral, Miami, all that stuff. Cruise ships are gonna be probably bad for this.
Devon,
Especially cruises leaving out of New York.
we're gonna have to cease communications with you here because your quality is absolutely shocking.
That's shocking, isn't it?
What's shocking?
Your quality, your sound quality is absolutely
Your audio quality is horrible.
I'm sorry.
Is that better?
Not really. It's not so much as speaking. Yeah, no, that's worse. Yeah, it's ear rape for the whole family.
Your audio quality is horrible.
Yeah, it's very, very poor. Now, Devon, how about you come back another time? Other guesses: Julio, Hillary, and Elida. It's not neither of those.
Tropical cyclone.
It was a hurricane.
The Eastern Pacific one.
Is it Cristobal from 2013? No.
No. Is it better now?
Possibly. I don't know yet.
Is that Sandy?
Oh no.
I mean, it kind of looks like it because of the left side going up.
No.
Is it better now?
Possibly. I've not heard anything bad yet.
Good guess.
Yay.
This storm was a Category 3. It stayed out at sea, and it happened in July.
Gonzalo.
Gonzalo happened in July, apparently.
Manuel.
Caesar says Celia. Nope, it's
Faye.
not Celia. Not Faye. So, considering it's in July, it's probably early on in the alphabet. Gonna be here all
What
night.
year was it?
It's in the 2000s decade.
2000s.
Allison.
It's not Allison.
It's
East
not
Pacific.
Allison.
Marcel, what do you
East-
think?
Daniel.
Caesar says Daniel, and it's not Daniel. You could have said the same thing at the same
Daniel.
time.
Raymond.
No, not Raymond. Early on in the season.
So, I don't know.
David, any ideas?
No.
Oh. It happened in the same year as a Hurricane Daniel. So that might narrow it down.
2006.
But I can't comment.
Was it retired?
No.
Well, how am I supposed to know?
Because some people do. Some people do.
Is it Hurricane Carlos?
No, you might be getting closer though.
Oh.
Carl Sumi says Arthur. No. I didn't think. Well, I don't think it'll take so long, but maybe.
Carlotta.
Not
No.
Irene. I know that.
Carlotta.
Not Carlotta.
It's not Irene.
It's a race against time now. Who's going to get it first, the viewers or the team? It's 1-0 to the team at the moment.
But.
Because I mean,
Who?
But.
Did you say?
But.
Well, Martina said Bud as well.
Did
and
you
that's
make
the
an
correct
animation
answer.
of
It
it?
is Hurricane Bud
Yeah.
of 2006. Now, you both chimed in at the same time there, so I'm going to give you both a point. That's 2-1 to the team. Congratulations, Marcel. Are you pleased? Not even a little bit. We'll be continuing our coverage on Joaquin very soon as well. Here's the latest satellite image, those who have just joined us. That's the latest on Joaquin, what it's doing right now, just off the coast of the Bahamas. Hurricane warnings in effect for the central and northern Bahamas. Tropical storm warnings in effect for the southernmost Bahamas. We'll have more information on that very soon, including the 12 UTC update on that as well. But the next Gessler storm now is about to arrive, and here it is. Oh, it's a bit squashed. I'll show it larger then. There it is.
I kind of see a little bit of an eye forming on the in the middle of the storm, like near the black.
Yeah, there certainly was.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Marcel and friends, what the hell is this?
Katrina.
Oh my God.
Not Katrina.
Isabel.
Not Isabel. Not a bad place.
a chat room.
Dude, Juan.
Dushan. No, not Dushan.
I knew.
Okay.
It looks annular.
Martina says it looks annular.
Martinez copying me. Martinez,
He
let's copy
copies
me.
you. Oh no, here's some more copying arguments.
Okay, Ike.
No, it's not Ike.
Is it not?
I will confirm again that this is a hurricane.
Is it Atlantic this time?
I'm not saying. It's a hurricane
Yeah,
now.
okay, it's a hurricane.
Yeah. I think this was a Category 3 storm. Let me just confirm
Yeah,
that.
it looks a major.
Yes, it was a Category 3 storm.
Looks annular.
Looks annual.
Annular.
Annular, ah. Yeah, it didn't happen every year, no. What the hell is it? David, any ideas?
No.
Oh. Martinez said Daniel. It's not Daniel. That's an interesting comment, Dave.
Yeah, I just thought of it. I sighted something yesterday.
Go on.
Apparently it's the strongest possibly ever.
The strongest whatever.
The African wave
Yeah, the waves are stronger than ever, you think?
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting observation. I'm not sure how you define strongest in the wave, but
I mean, fun them lightning in them.
without many observations for
Nathan.
the waves themselves, but there you go. Yeah, well,
I'm saying right with the thunderstorms within the wave that
yeah,
determines how strong it is.
Are we live?
yes, we are live. Congratulations, you've arrived.
I can't find the video.
We
Is
are
it
still live for
Hurricane
15
Bill?
minutes. Hurricane Bill? No.
On Skype, please
What?
send the link in the chat room. I can't find the video.
Well, I can't send a link. If someone else could do that, that would be very helpful.
Only say 413.
Anyone know what the storm is, though? Shall I narrow it down further? Again, like Bud, this was a storm of the 2000s decade.
Right.
Darby.
Not Derby.
Hurricane.
It was a Category
Alberto.
3. It was in the
Derby.
EPAC or Atlantic. In the
EPAC.
2000s decade.
Epoch.
I don't know.
You didn't know?
No.
Hurricane Isaac.
This wasn't the epoch, oh my god.
Right. But I can't confirm or deny that at the moment.
Hurricane Isaac.
Let's just have some little game show music in the background as well whilst we play this.
Yeah, that's something actually in my head there for that.
And
From your first
was
update on the Jackie.
No, it is what it is. Well, I'll tell you something else. All that feedback in the background is terrible, by the way, again, I'm afraid.
Is it me?
Probably. I don't know
See
what's
what
doing
bass
it,
it's at.
Devon. When you first
Nathan.
came on the call at the start of the show, it wasn't too bad. No, it's gone again. Justin?
Nathan,
Yeah.
I think you're getting hang on.
and
Better.
I've no
You're
idea.
getting some pretty bad feedback on your end.
Oh, it is.
my
I know it's
eye.
bad. Don't you worry. There's nothing I can do about it.
Just making
But there's the storm. What is it? Guess the storm.
I can't see it.
Martinez asked if it's cold.
it was a cat 3.
It was a Category 3 storm, happened in the 2000s decade, and it's in the EPAC or Atlantic.
Fausto.
Fausto. No, it's not Fausto. This storm was in the Atlantic.
Oh my god.
That might start some people guessing. Still 2-1 to the team.
Category 3 storm. Edward.
Is it Hurricane Gordon?
Edward.
Gordon, you said?
Yeah.
No, not Gordon.
And Edward.
Edward. No, not Edward.
Hurricane
Helen.
Florence.
Helene.
Not Florence. Not Helene.
What the
Seems to
hell?
have people stuck.
Alright, I'm back.
Fred.
Not Fred.
Maria.
Not Maria. Martinez says
Hurricane.
Alberto. It's not that.
Hurricane Felix.
Not Felix. Not Jean.
Alex.
Not Alex.
Hurricane Umberto.
Not Humberto. The guesses are toppling out now.
Right as when I join the call, like iOS 9.0.2 comes out and wants me to update.
Oh my.
Hurricane Karen.
Yay! But I'm not gonna update.
Lee, did you say Karen?
Yes.
No, it's not Karen. Blimey, no one knows.
Gustav.
Not Gustav. Let's hurry things up here a little. This storm, as I said, happened in the 2000s decade. Martinez says Isaac. It's not Isaac. Category 3 storm. Happened in the central Atlantic. Possibly north central, depending on what your definitions are.
Why just told us what basin
Carl.
Hurricane Kyle.
Carl.
I'm just checking a new weather source. Oh my god.
My word.
Oh,
That just sounds like the end of the world in a nutshell over there.
I'm tired, I'm leaving.
Okay, well,
Okay.
good lord.
Hurricane.
Okay, I'm just checking a new weather source. It's called Weathercaster. It says winds are now up to 90 miles an hour.
Well, already now thought. But
No one
die.
knows what the storm is. What is the storm?
Truck wind with 90 mile an hour winds.
Is that? Oh, that's breaking. I've forgotten how to say it now. Joaquin,
So it's
with
nearly
winds
a
of
two.
90 miles an hour. We'll be talking about that as soon as we reveal the answer on this.
Nearly a cat too, folks.
Yeah, nearly cat 2.
Just about.
Yeah.
Martinez has got it. It is Hurricane Kate
Oh, Hurricane Kate.
of 2003. Remarkable.
That's
And
Last time we
that's the
had a
next
Kate.
name on the list.
2 to the audience.
Because of the damage
Hurricane
there.
meow.
That's 2-2 there. Alright, fantastic. Well, there we are.
Nathan.
Kate was the answer. Justin, go ahead.
Ironically enough, that's the next name on the 2015 list.
Indeed it is. Let's get back to the information then. Kate. Sorry, not Kate.
Jacqueline.
Joaquin?
Joaquin.
Is that how you say it, Jacqueline?
Joaquin. That was the last National Hurricane Center map there. The update probably won't reflect much, just to show that the storm's headed southwest a little bit. So wind speeds are up to 90 miles an hour. Still not terribly convincing on satellite, but that low pressure, 967 millibars it was before, can't be ignored. I don't know what it is right now. Let me see.
Well, they don't send a plane out to investigate it though.
Let's see if the pressure has decreased any. Just gonna find out. Somewhere.
Pressure down now to 968 millibars.
Down to 968 from 967.
Yeah.
Well, latest advisory hasn't come in yet, so I'm not seeing where you're getting that from.
It's probably
Oh,
more
this
than
is a
967.
It is due at any time though, so we'll be looking
Yeah.
out. But rumour has it, 90 miles an hour. Doesn't really mean much, to be quite honest, because
I
we
think it'll get higher
expect
than that
strengthening. Oh,
overnight.
look at that last frame. Can you see that on there? The eye has really started to appear on the last frame.
It's maybe just cloudy, clouded
this.
over.
I can't see it.
NEC called as a cat 1. Oh my god.
On the screen share right now, look at those last frames, showing the eye quite clearly in that very last frame. That's where it's
Somewhere in
going
the
to
chat.
be, and that's the real eye starting to come out from
Yes,
Joaquin,
I
really.
can't see it. That is okay.
Oh, I saw it as, yeah.
Nathan.
Eye kind of
Yeah.
forming. It still in the eye kind of shows a little bit of green, but it's probably gonna go clear couple minutes, maybe a couple minutes,
I
maybe a
think
couple
its
hours.
structure is only going to improve at the moment.
I think
Yeah.
so. I think it'll be quite. I got my 3 by later today actually.
You think that 3 are later today? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I
about
think
that.
it'll ramp up.
We'll get the Cat 2 very soon, but Cat 3
Somewhere
is a
in the
bit...
chat.
We'll see what happens.
Did you update the winds to say 90 miles an hour?
Who?
You.
No, because it's not official yet.
Oh,
think
well, this
it's
says
not.
90, but okay.
Wait, that's
What
the next
says
advisory.
90?
It's this app called Weathercaster. It says 90.
Martinez says Joaquin looks like a Cat 2 rather than a Cat 1. Does anyone agree with him?
Yeah.
What time does
Yep.
advisory come out?
It's not a category 2 yet, but...
Yeah, I wouldn't say it would be a Cat 2. If you've got
It's
the feed on in
almost
the
category
background-
2. It's almost cat 2, but
NEC
not
called
close.
as a cat 1.
Still, it's a strong
strong.
category 1. Not,
Oh,
not-
absolutely. No question about that one. But whether it's a category, whether it become a category 2 soon, we do expect it to become a category 2 soon, I should think. But I'm
Yeah.
still not seeing any update from the National Hurricane Centre yet.
What time
I don't
does
know
it
what's
come out?
taken them, by the way, because it is due now.
8 o'clock p.m.
Hello.
Eastern Daylight Time. It just, I don't know if it's
Says
updated
5
or not.
p.m. here.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
is
know if
due
this,
very much.
this updated.
Let's take a look at some water vapor imagery as well on this. There's the
Maximum
latest
speed
imagery.
winds 85 miles an hour, 140 kilometers. Pressure down, 97.
The water vapor imagery there showing dry air to the north. Not as bad as it was looking yesterday, I have to say.
What, the wind here?
No, the dry air.
Or the dry
Though there
air,
is still a
right.
lot of it to the north. Still could be a problem for Joaquin as it moves towards the north. But if it's stalling where it is right now, it will probably have the best possible chance.
Yeah, it's slowing down, isn't it?
Oh, it
It
says
certainly
there's gonna
is.
be a next advisory at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, which is like 6 minutes from my time.
Any time now. The update should be there very soon.
Yeah, 6 minutes.
Over
They're
to you
probably
guys.
just investigating just now.
Just to remind people what the National Hurricane Centre's policy is that it's 6 hourly updates for every storm, except when there are warnings in effect, in which it is then 3 hours. And on occasions when a storm is really threatening the United States, they do updates more than 3 hours every hour
Awesome.
sometimes.
Also, I'd actually send planes out as well
Indeed.
on occasions to
Hurricane
check
hunters.
storms. So. I wonder if there's actually a plane due to go out later today or not.
Sorry.
I'll find out, but
It's going crazy.
But yeah, I'm still not seeing the latest update on that.
it's a few minutes, I think. A few minutes away, I think.
Quite often they do it sometimes up to half an hour beforehand, which is why I'm looking a lot at the moment to see whether the updates come in, but nothing yet.
They're probably busy people.
Very
in the
busy,
office.
yeah.
Very busy people.
Go ahead, you can jump up.
I've actually seen documentaries showing how they work
Yeah.
in the Hurricane Centre. And you know what they
Nice.
do? For half the day, they
This
sit
is
look at
Joaquin.
monitors. Look at big monitors and stuff.
Yes, indeed. I've been there.
Have you?
Sure.
Have you?
But certainly you can see that
When
eye
did you go,
starting-
Nathan?
That was last year.
Was it last year?
You
Was
can
it?
certainly see that eye starting to pop out in that last frame. But what's more, not just the eye, but the fact that the eye wall for the first time is pretty much wrapped all around the eye there. So that is a really promising sign for the storm. Obviously not a promising sign for anyone in its way. Certainly the Bahamas right now. Obviously
That means
hurricane warnings in effect for the
intensification.
Bahamas. And tropical storm warnings in effect for the southernmost islands, though I think they may have to be upgraded very soon the way it's going. I think it's going south of forecast.
Should be updating anytime soon now.
Absolutely.
It's 7:57, 3 minutes, I guess.
Due at any time. As soon as we have an update there, we'll let you know. In the meantime, we've got to do a Guess the Storm Decider.
Good idea, Nathan. Yeah.
This is to decide
Yeah,
who wins
guys.
tonight, the viewers or the team. This could be easy or hard, but we'll see what happens. It's going to appear on the screen in just a moment. But yeah, we'll be looking out for that update from Joaquin.
Yeah, I'll
at
keep
any
an eye on it.
It's probably not going to tell us too much, just that
It'll
it's either
probably
strengthened
say
slightly
90.
or
Yeah.
I don't think there'll be any more warnings in effect unless it's for the southern Bahamas. In the meantime, here's the next Guess the Storm. The question: what the hell is this?
Hurricane Bonds.
Bouncy.
Hurricane Bonds. 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 Bands.
I can't see it yet,
Honking
Nathan,
bands.
so...
Marcel's quick to guess. You said Vance.
Yup.
You
Yeah,
sure
so I'm
about
watching your stream on YouTube. So
Yes.
I can't see it yet.
At this Bands.
Marcel, congratulations, it's Vance. He's quick.
Oh, you got
Yeah.
it.
Hey,
He's quick. That
Oh, I
Marcel.
can pull up another hurricane if you want me
He
to.
is a zippy guy. Yeah, go ahead if you
You should
like.
do what you should do another one.
Okay.
Done. If you've got
Trying
any
to think of
questions
one.
before we finish the live stream, guys, we are due to finish in just a few minutes. So please, if you've got any questions that were duly obliged to answer, I suppose. At least I feel we should be, because it is a lot of population that are under some sort of threat in the next 5 days. Do a quick recap. I think Florida's safe.
Yes.
To be quite honest, Georgia safe from a landfall, but could possibly see a tropical storm enter from the Carolinas, possibly, unlikely. South Carolina, watch out. North Carolina, definitely watch out. Virginia, same too. Delmarva Peninsula, definitely watch out there as well. New Jersey, be vigilant, but check back tomorrow.
I got a new storm.
New York and beyond, check back in a day and a half.
Alright,
Okay.
new storm going up.
I still think we'll get the other system at the right as
Alright.
well.
Guess that storm.
The storm that's appeared on his
Pops up.
screen there.
Oh.
Okay, breaking news, and you're going to like this. Joaquin is up to 105 miles per hour at the latest
Ooh.
update.
Oh, so it's a 2
Middle-
already.
Cat 2! Category 2!
So it's a cat 2 then.
Almost cat.
Middle we're in Cat 2, isn't it? Yeah.
954 millibars.
954.
Wow. That's a 20 millibar drop in
Oh
short
my
period of time.
That's good up, by the
That
way,
is a
Nathan.
13
20 miles
It's
an
a
hour
drop
very,
in the last-
very
I
strong
think that'll be
hurricane.
3, by the way, at some point.
Well, I have to say, you look at that latest satellite image, especially on the infrared imagery, and
I think
it-
you're
Alright,
the very latest image pretty much confirms Category 2 there. I
Well-
was very impressed when I first saw that. You can probably see it on Visible as well, Lee.
Yeah, we're only 10 miles an hour away for a 3. I think we're hitting 3 later. I think we'll get a 3.
Well, I think that's become a hell of a lot more possible. You can actually see it much better on the Visible there.
Maybe 4 later, but
Really
it's that.
pushing out some thunderstorms in those latest frames. Definitely a bout of intensification and southward
Oh, I think
movement
it's
as
rapid
well.
now.
Apart from its last frame, which seems to be slightly more west. But the Bahamas better watch out. I don't know
I would
whether
say a
there are
rapid
any
intensification.
more hurricane warnings that have been extended. No, it's still a tropical storm warning in effect for the southernmost Bahamas. I don't think it should be, to be honest. I think they should be upgraded now.
Oh, it should be a hurricane warning.
I think it should be a hurricane warning down there, but there we are.
Yeah. That's the last hurricane centre, if it isn't.
Joaquin, a Category 2 storm on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale. Guys, go ahead.
I'm going to put a wee guess out here. See by the time I get up about 12 probably, I think it'll be near a 4. By the time I get up.
That's a bit, you think that's a bit of a knee-jerk reaction, Lee?
Well, I'm only going on rapid intensification, so I think
It could end at any time.
I'll do that. I think it'll...
The rapid intensification could end
Yes,
at any
I
time.
think it's happening now, yeah.
Well, it is. It's already happened, but it could end at any time. It could end now. It could end in 5 days when it's a Cat 6.
No, I'm just
But it won't do
estimating.
that, guys. It won't
I'm
do
just estimating there, for I think it'll be quite a strong 3 at least.
Well, there we are. That's the latest on Joaquin. Those of you who joined us late and want to know more about the storm, the discussion on the storm, I think it's still relevant if you watched the first hour of the show when we did a lot more discussion about Joaquin. But we're going to be finishing the show now. In around 3 hours' time, a bit less than that actually, 2.5 hours, we're going to be having another update on Joaquin. It's not going to be a live show, but it is going to be a recorded update on Joaquin on the latest update at 4 AM UK time, 11 PM Eastern time, which we'll let you know about. Until our next show, we'll be live again tomorrow talking more about Joaquin and friends. Until then, we'll see you very soon. Guys, any parting comments before we go? Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to mention?
I'm surprised on what? That thing.
You're surprised about what?
And Cat 2 in the Atlantic.
You're surprised about the intensification?
Yeah. It just bombed out.
I think by the time we do get update, it will be 3.
It's undergoing a very,
It's
very
105, I think it might be 110 at the 3 AM update. That's 11 PM Eastern time.
I think 115.
So, just to reiterate, 413 will do 6 hourly updates, by the way. We're back again well, not us, but a short recorded update will happen at 11 PM Eastern Time. Until then, that's all from us for now. We'll be back live again tomorrow, probably during the day as it happens, because, well, look what we've got to deal with here. We'll be
But what time are you going to do it?
I don't know yet, but I'll let you know off air.
Okay.
I expect we will probably be on air somewhere around... Oh no, actually, I'm going to think about my schedule here. Yeah, we're going to struggle actually. I think we will be on air at 6 PM UTC tomorrow.
Cool. That's a good idea, that's a good time.
So we will be on air around 6 PM UTC tomorrow. Just to let you know, that's when our next live show will be, I think. You can also check up on Facebook and Twitter for the latest updates. Search Force13 all in text. Justin, not Nick.
Can we bump that ahead an hour because I'm still in school at 2 p.m.
We'll probably still be on air at 3 o'clock.
It depends.
We'll probably still be on air when you get home, don't you worry, Justin? But we will be going live then. We may even do 2 shows, who knows? But whatever, we gotta finish the show here. We can't waffle on.
Yeah, I would finish this one, yeah.
We'll see you again soon, guys. Thanks for watching, and stay
Goodbye.
safe out there.
Cheers for now.